Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my worlds, the world away. We now got part 16 of Centauria and Panini Collections build the Ferrari F40 Competizione. Now in this issue we're going to be doing the water pump and we're going to be doing some other engine details. We're coming to the end of all the engine details we're doing now, I'm thinking. But this is what the engine is looking like at the moment. Really impressive, isn't it? And look how big it is. As I said, it's quite heavy as well. We are actually going to be working on this end here. We put the pulleys and the belts behind this in the last stage. We're going to be adding some pulleys and belts just here on this stage. Now what I want you to do is stay tuned to the end of this video, because we've got a giveaway from issues 1 to 16. It's already been made up, so you'll also already be getting an engine which is completely built, and that's going to be running on the Gleam platform. Now all the instructions for that are going to be down below in the description. I'm going to be drawing this competition on the 23rd of July on the live stream, and all you have to do over on the Gleam platform is just subscribe to me on Twitter and subscribe to me on Twitch. That gives you 2 entries, and actually Gleam managed the competition for me. All the rules and stuff are over on Gleam as well, so just follow the link in the video description and you'll be able to get yourself, hopefully, issues 1 to 16 should you win. There's only going to be one winner. Unfortunately, it's only open to folks in the UK. The reason being is this collection is not available worldwide, plus the box is so heavy it would cost a fortune to post it. So as I said, this is only open to folks in the UK. So I apologise in advance if that's offended you, but I normally do try and run worldwide competitions, but on this occasion I can't. It's going to have to be UK only. But let me show you what we've got to do in this issue. Now, once again, I'm going to go straight to the centerfold because, again, I just love these pictures. This is the 488 GT3. Look at that. Lovely vehicle, that one. But I could do this all day looking at the centerfolds. But as you can see, this is what we're going to be doing. We've got some belts and pulleys. Once again, we're going to be putting these ends on here, putting the pulleys on, and then wrapping that in a belt. That's going to be episode 16 complete. In the next episode, as you can see, we've got the oil filter and some of the V8 components. And then in this one here, we've got the first injection components as well. There's me saying that we're coming to the end of the engine stuff. By the look of it, we're far from it. So we've got loads to do as well. Those issues are going to be coming the end of July because there has been a delay in the subscription for this, unfortunately, due to COVID-19. So a lot of people now are waiting for 17, 18, 19 and 20. But very good build, this one. The detail's impeccable. Let's get cracking. So the first thing we're going to need is the upper head covers. They look like this with silver screws in there and black bodies on them. It is funny in this sort of like build that these are actually referred to as part 5, but when it actually comes to the instructions, they call them part A, which can get a little bit confusing. Now it is worth noticing that these do have letters inside. So this one's L for left, and this one here is R for right. So when we actually put it on the engine, and I'm holding the engine this way, this is the right side, this is the left side here. So I'll push the right side one in here. They've actually got sort of like a semicircular lug, so again it can only go in one way. Just rotate it round till it goes in to that cavity there. Revolve that round, there we go, and that has gone in absolutely perfect, just like that. You'll do the same on the other side. So match up the semicircular lug just with the hole here. And that will slip right in just like that. So now that's looking just like that. Now I've had a lot of people saying, well actually that doesn't match the picture there. Well, if you're putting the lugs in exactly as they're meant to be, then the sort of pointed sections here are pointing towards the top of this rocker covers here. So there's no other way it can really go. Even if I was to switch these round to the other side, they're going to just point in the other way, but they still won't look like the pictures. But I'm guessing that is the exact way because I can't think of any other way that these go in. Now we're going to need these head cover details, which look just like this. One has a pipe on and one's just flat. The one with the pipe on is going to be going on the right hand side, and just like last time, these are going to go right next to the details we put on. So this was the right hand detail we put on, so this is going to go next to it just there. Now once again, we've got a semicircular lug on the back there, so it can only go in one way. So I'm going to push that into place. Now I suppose you can glue these. I'm not gluing them at all because they haven't told us to. But if you want to make sure they're never moving again, that's what you want to do. But as you can see, that one's in place just like that. We've got one more to put on the other side here. This one has got a flat detail on top here, but once again we have got that semicircular lug on the back, which is going to help us to locate that. So I'll put that in there and squeeze it into place, and there we go. That's those two details on, and that's finished this little bit of the side of the engine here. In the next bit, we're going to be working on this side to put the water pump into place. So first thing we're going to need is the pulley, which looks like this. It's painted gold. This is all plastic here. And I'm going to need the water pump body looking like this. And quite simply, this is just going to go over the top, making sure we put it in the right way. We want this to be not that way around. It needs to be that way around there. This is going to go in the top there. It's going to be held in place with a screw. And that's going to be one of the F screws. That's the only screws that come in this one, but it looks just like that. So I'll get that out now. Now these screws do have a flange on them, just like that, which is going to keep this into place. So I'm going to hold that steady with one hand. We'll get that screwed in nice and tight so it doesn't move, just like that. And there we go, that's those two bits together like that. Now we're going to mount the water pump here just into the top of the engine bay there, and as you can see you've got two lugs there, which these two lugs are going to go into. So we're just going to push them into place. It is a tight fit and it's going to take some pushing, but as you can see that's fully into place there. We need to put the other pulley on the bottom here. Now the other pulley's already made up here. That's already in the bag, so I can open that up, show you what that looks like. As you can see, we've got a lug on this side, looking like that on that side. That's just going to fit over the pulley at the bottom there, just like that. And then the last detail we just need to put on is the belt here, which is going to go over the top pulley there, and just stretch it over to the bottom one. As a matter of fact, it's probably easier to put it on the bottom one first, and stretch it over the top one like that, making sure it's not twisted at all. We want that to be perfectly in line, just like that. And that's the pulley on there, and that's what that looks like. And that's all there is to do in stage 16. And obviously, as I said, you can now win yourself a copy of issues 1 to 16 and get this engine just like this by entering the Gleam competition, which is detailed down below in the video description. But as I said, that competition does go on to the 22nd, did I say the 22nd of July? So if you're watching this any later than the 22nd of July 2020, unfortunately that competition would have finished. But there we go, that's that. So there we go, that's it for a few weeks now, but loving this build. That engine's really coming along and looking really good. But I really do hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.